'Tis the season. Big time.
Weather stations make great gifts, and you can find them all over the place.
Really?
And it's the gift that keeps on giving, I like to say. Data, 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 data. You get your own backyard data.
Is there an official Betsy Kling weather station that one could purchase?
There is not, but if you want to go fancy, there is the Davis Vantage Pro. That's the model. You can uplink it onto the web. It's very fancy. And like Costco and other places sell, you know, lacrosse weather stations. They all work. They do a good job. Plus, you get your own rain gauge, which is kind of a nifty thing, too.
Who doesn't want that?
I mean, who doesn't call their mom and be like, Ma, how much did you get? And they have an answer. My parents, they always have the answer. So, yeah, definitely have to put that out there. If you're looking for an idea, they range anywhere, just like anything else. You can get whatever, but the lower end versions, 25 to 40 bucks, and the real fancy ones 200 plus, so it just depends on what you want to spend. All right, weather moments aside, we do have some lingering lake snow to start your day tomorrow. Temperatures right around 30 degrees. We'll be in the 30s as we head through the afternoon. Most likely the low 30s, mostly cloudy skies will be the rule. Snow mode on the radar still showing that we have some lake effect snow going on, but this is kind of interesting because you can see it's basically one band that's really kind of holding together. It's struggling, but it's still there, and this band stretches all the way across Lake Erie. That is a Lake Huron connection that is set. If we can get this to establish, we could get some light accumulations out of this, upwards of an inch, maybe two, but it all depends on how it moves, and you can kind of see it's oscillating a little bit already. This is all because of the wind flow. The wind's just above the surface coming out of the northwest, at the surface coming out of the north, so that kind of, you know, the ebb and flow kind of a thing is going on. Wind's relatively light, but at times it's been a little bit brisk, and as we widen the picture out, you can kind of see that north flow coming off of Lake Michigan, and then there's where that Lake Huron band gets started, right up in the middle of Lake Huron, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that tonight. Holly, I'll have the latest for you tomorrow morning starting at 4 a.m. Danielle will be in with a look at the traffic just to make sure things are okay, and I really think other than a few spotty areas where we could have some slush, we're going to be off to a dry start. Keep in mind, though, we had a lot of water around today as temperatures made it up above freezing. We had that rain-snow mix. All of that will freeze up tonight. So your porch steps and decks, sidewalks nearby, your car if you park it outside, anything that was wet could be icy. So just keep that in mind. Bigger picture shows a little swath of clouds working across the nation's northern border. That is a disturbance that will be here Wednesday. Thursday, another one cuts through. That'd be that one. And then by Friday into the weekend, we're going to be watching this big storm system not coming our way, everybody. We actually, behind our Thursday system, will get into high pressure. That's going to push south and keep this thing down to our south. That's good because that is going to be a pretty significant weather maker for the southeastern U.S. by this weekend. For our forecast, we are going with just that chance of lingering lake effect snow to start your day tomorrow. Can't rule out a couple random flurries as we go through the day, but for the most part, mostly cloudy. It's the Cleveland crud. We're stuck with it. Temperature's going to be in the low 30s as we head through the afternoon. No major or notable types of accumulations. I think that Lake Huron band is going to keep going back and forth. If we can get it to set up, though, we could have a couple little areas that get an inch, maybe two. Universal Windows Direct forecast has 33 for tomorrow, 32 on Wednesday, and those snow showers just kind of flirting with us. Once we get into Thursday, I think we may end up getting a little bit of snow timed out for the evening commute. That could be concerning, so that's kind of the number one thing I'm keeping an eye on. After that moves through, the rest of that Universal Windows Direct forecast just looks fantastic. The weekend, mostly sunny, just a few clouds, and then next week it looks like temperatures should be warming up. Overall, eastern U.S. trends are looking warmer as we head through next week. Now, of course, if you're banking on White Christmas, big snow, that's not the best looking forecast, but if you're driving, we'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't mind the cold if you have the sunshine like that, like setting up for this weekend. That's just about perfect.
Yep, lots of opportunities to get out.
And does your fancy weather station tell you what the weather may be like on Christmas, or are we too far away from that?
That one's probably a little too far away. Those little forecasting stations are fun to watch because they forecast the barometric tendencies. And a lot of times that's what'll kind of guide you in your path of short-term forecasting.
So don't start asking you about White Christmas yet.
Not yet.
All right.
There's a chance. 50%. There we go.
Sounds good. Thank you, Betsy.